Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and do a few reality shows on the side. And one of those daytime television shows we're going to talk about is General Hospital. But before we get into that General Hospital, last night, so I had some friends in town that I know, okay, so it's a little bit confusing, but there's my friend Melissa, it's her 40th birthday. She lives in Texas now. She came out to Vegas, and I worked with her at Disneyland in Anaheim. And then we have our other friend Adrienne, who I worked with at Tokyo Disneyland. She worked in Florida, but she's never worked with Melissa, but they've become friends. And then there's this girl, Melinda, who I used to work with at Disney, but we were never in any show together, and we didn't really know each other at Disney. And then there's some other girls that she knows from Texas that all came out. And so we hung out the past couple days. So the first day, on Friday, we went out. Where did we go? To China Poblano at the Cosmopolitan. It was all right. And then we went to Jaleo, which was better. They're both Jose Andres restaurants, but we got a private dining room at Jaleo, so that was really nice. And our waitress at Jaleo was super fucking cool. Her name is Mary. Shout out to Mary. She was the best. So I'll probably be keeping in touch with Mary because I told her I was a local. So she's like, yeah, just let them know. Next time you come back, just be put in my section and I'll hook you up. I was like, you got it. All right, so then we went out to a strip club. And it was a female strip club, so there were girls dancing at a strip club. Now, okay, I've been to many a gay strip club in my life. Okay, not that many because there aren't that many, but I've been to a few. And, some raunchier than others, but, it is what it is. I love a good strip club. I'm sorry. So I've never been to a female strip club. So me, even as old as I am in my life, whenever somebody wants to experience something new with me, if it's not outrageous, sure, why not, let's do it, let's go. So we went to the female strip club. Now, this one, this is the weirdest thing. So Melinda had the hookups for everything in terms of the strip club. She hooked us up with a party bus. She hooked us up with with the admission because there's a cover charge. She hooked us up with everything. Like she's not down with strip clubs. I mean, not that much, but she knew. She had the hookup. And I will say also that Melissa's friend Taryn had a hookup at the Cosmo, and they were at this sick suite, which is bigger than my apartment, like much bigger, and has a view of the airport, of the entire Las Vegas Strip. I mean, I was in shock at the whole thing. It was incredible. So at the strip club, we get there and it's a little cheesy with the decor because it's got like all these shimmering lights, like it's starlight, right? And the girls were, they were okay. Some of them had fake boobs, some of them didn't. And in fact, a lot of them that had natural boobs, some were big, some were small, and some were skinny, some were fat. And there was a whole variety to choose from. And I think that's great because not everyone wants a big boob. Not everyone, likes a fake boob. Not everyone likes a big ass. Not because there were some girls with flat butts. There were some girls with bubble butts, But there were a lot of girls there that just did not have nice bodies or cute faces. Not everyone. Some of them were amazingly beautiful. But it was kind of weird in a sociological kind of way because being a gay guy, I'm not really interested in vagina. So I was sitting there watching. First of all, I felt like the sugar daddy because I had 4 girls with me because there were 3 girls that just weren't feeling it, and I totally get that. So they stayed behind, and that's fine. So we went to the strip club, and as the girls were walking around, only 2 of them actually stopped by our table and asked if we needed any company. So, that was kind of strange a little bit. So I felt like the sugar daddy because I was one guy with 4 girls, And I had because I knew we were going to strip club, so I got 61s. So I had a big grip of money. And I was dishing out ones. I was like, oh my God, this feels kind of cool, actually. It was only $60. It wasn't that much, but I was like, all right. So I had my little Mai Tai, and it was great. It was great. So, but after a while, it got kind of boring because they weren't doing anything special, and only a couple girls did like pole tricks. Oh my God, wait! But on the ride over there, they had a pole on the party bus. Now, here's the thing. I felt really bad because I didn't do as well as I had wanted because the pole is very short. Like the ceiling is like up there. Like literally like this high over my head. So I couldn't do like really amazing pole tricks. And second of all, we're on a moving car at the same time. So that is a lot harder to do an actual trick, right? So first thing I did was I asked them, would you mind if I take my pants off? And the girls were like, are you kidding? Do it! So I totally stripped down to my underwear, except I left my top on. And then I did, but then for some other tricks I wanted to try, I was like, well, do you mind if I take my top off? So I left my pants on, but then I took my top off. So, whatever. I wasn't as successful as I want, but the girls, they were like, you just made our night. That was the best ever. So whatever. I had a good time with them with that. So then after we got kind of bored of the girls, we were like, let's go see some men. So we went and saw the men. Now the men portion of this strip area is completely different. Again, I still didn't get any lap dances, but everyone was very friendly. I will say that I thought the two hottest guys there were the one guy that sat us with the English accent, hot as hell, and then the other guy was kind of like our waiter, hot as hell as well. So they weren't even strippers, but they were gorgeous. Like, I was like, oh my God. So then the strippers came out. Some of them were a little long in the tooth. All had great, immaculate 8-pack bodies, like crazy bodies, right? So I paid for a lap dance for Melissa from this Hungarian guy with like a surfer do and a nice butt, and he got her good. And then this cute guy got a dance for Adrian and basically just fucked her right in front of everyone. We were like, wow, okay. But I mean, it wasn't really, but like, I mean, they wow. And I had a great time. I had a really good time. But Melinda was like, because the guys, when they come and they want a lap dance, they are very different from the girls. The girls are very passive and, you have to approach them. No, the guys will come right up to you and touch your face and be like, hey, you want to, and Melinda was like, you are in my personal space. And the other girls were way too drunk to even notice. But and me, I'm all woohoo, the raunchier the better, right? So, but Melinda and I ended up leaving, and we had a great time though. She had a good time. She just, she didn't. And the only reason that guy probably came up and touched her was because Melissa sent him over to her because Melissa was tipsy and she didn't know that Melinda had just said, I don't like it when these guys are in my space. That is kind of weird to me, and that's fine. That's totally okay. Anyways, so I had a really good time last night. FYI, I had a blast at the female strip club. Now, granted, I had a more fun time watching the guys there, but, I'm glad we went to that place, though, because they have both. So, not that many places have both, Now, granted, it's not a gay place, so I didn't get any lap dances, but I didn't care. I felt like the sugar daddy with my harem of ladies. It was awesome. I loved it. Okay, anyways. Moving on. I only left like a minute and a half to talk about General Hospital, but that's okay. So General Hospital, this past week in General Hospital, quite a bit happened. First of all, Spencer. Let's talk about Spencer is like on a quest. Like he is pissed that he is not living at Windermere, and he's going to do some shit about it, so he had a meeting with, I love how he is meeting with, he has scheduled meetings with people. First it was, Sunny, and then it was Nina, and now it was fun. This week it was Alexis, and he's like, I need to know what legally I can do to get Windermere back. He was dead serious. So he got a consultation with a lawyer. I love it. I'm giving this kid credit, because he's like a dog with a bone. Good for him. You get it. Now, Valentine, however, not so much because he's been spending all his time in The Hague because he's pretty sure he's not coming back. You know he will, though. This is a soap opera, and I have not heard anything about him, his contract being up, or him leaving the show. And he's an amazing actor, so I think they'll find a way to keep him around. Um, and then the whole Ask Man Landers thing with Nathan. You know, Nathan. Well, first of all, Nina caught on to them. And they basically had to come clean to Nina. And Nina was like, oh my God, this is like the nicest thing you've ever done for anybody. Of course I'm going to help you out, you know. She gives Manlanders a column in Crimson. And she's okay with the whole one eye and with, Amy writing it actually. And she's fine. But then Maxie calls and Nathan doesn't tell Maxie. And Amy feels awful. She's like, I did not mean for you to ever lie to your wife. And he's like, I will wait till she gets back and I will tell her. I just don't want to tell her, bother with that and her with that now. And you'll see that she's a nice person. FYI, I don't think she is. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. But I'm definitely looking forward to a Maxie Amy cat fight. And I'm loving Amy. Like, I'm sorry. I love her. I think she's fantastic. You know, just like I used to love her namesake, Amy Vining, when she ran the nurses' station in General Hospital, 30 years ago. I loved her too. She was awesome as well. So, anyways, let me see what else happened on General. Oh, well, there's the whole drama with the Ashfords, and Aunt Stella had a stroke, and it wasn't her first stroke, and they found that out, and so they were pissed off at her for lying, but they're glad that she's still alive. And Jordan's the one that actually saved her and called the ambulance. So she's like, thank you, Jordan. Like, I mean, it reminded me of when I was a little kid, and when they like say sorry, and you have to apologize, and you don't mean it at all, and you're like, sorry. Like that was me. Anyways, I do want to say thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. And also, you can hashtag GH Talk General Hospital, or you can also hashtag RHOP or Real Housewife Shit to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Apparently, it's at least a 2-part reunion because part 1 airs tonight, so we'll discuss that tomorrow. And you can hit that little subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my videos sent to your YouTube every single day. All right, everyone, have a great night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.